crafters, Lisa here from Fun Stuff Crafts. So glad you stopped by my channel today. So the holidays are upon us, and for the next 12 days, I'm gonna be releasing a video tutorial on either a Christmas ornament or a Christmas decoration. So wherever you join me in this journey, I'm so glad you stopped by. And please subscribe to my channel, support my channel, and click on the bell, and YouTube should alert you each time I upload a new video. So stay tuned. Let's see where the 12 days of Christmas is taking us this year, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, crafters, time for another ornament on our 12 days of Christmas. And this one is going to be with a Dollar Tree plastic ball again. We are going to add some paint, we're gonna add some ribbon, and we are gonna add the word love on the front of the ornament. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera angle changed, and so you guys can get a better view of me making this ornament, and we'll get making this love silver metallic ornament. Okay, so let's get going on this one. So the very first thing we're gonna do, and I did an ornament like this last year, but I didn't use metallic paint. And so this is silver sterling metallic paint, and it's folk art paint. And the thing I like about doing this project is there's no paint on the outside, and you can start working with the ornament right away. So I like to put my ornament, and this is just a plastic cup, I like to put it right inside the plastic cup, and that just gives me a good area for me to squeeze some of my paint in. So I'm going to squeeze paint into the cup. And I'm not going to do a lot of paint, but I'm going to do enough that I can start to swirl it around, and we want to get it all covered, and sometimes I even just shake it and it will cover. And so I'm just going to swirl it around, make sure it all gets covered. If I need to add some more, I will, and it looks like probably need to add a little bit more. It's always best to add a little at a time because you don't want to overdo it with your paint. Now, I did these last year with white paint. I just thought it would be really kind of fun to do something with the silver. And again, most of these projects, a lot of them I've been using stuff that's in my stash. And so I had this silver paint already. And so what I'm gonna do is I am just trying to get it covered all the way around. Now you guys definitely could have bought colored balls to do this with. I just really like being able to add my own colors to it. And just do a little bit more of my paint, and then we're gonna let it drain. Make sure we get it covered all the way. So I just have one area on the other side that doesn't quite have any paint in it. And this is why I like to use the cup too, because I'm turning it upside down in the cup and it can drip there. Let's see, I'm starting to drip out a little bit. Just want to get that one other area. So I'm going to put my thumb in there, try to do a little bit of shaking, and sometimes that will cover up the rest of the ball. And I still have one area that doesn't have any paint in it yet, so I'm just going to play with it. If I have to add some more, I will, which I think I will. Add it in that area. There we go. Got that guy closed off. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my ball upside down in my cup, and I'm just going to let it drain for a little while, okay? So while we're draining, let's talk about my design I did. So what I did is I used my Cricut Design Space, and I used a font called Skinny, and I just did the word love. So this is kind of my take on a Rae Dunn themed ornament. And so I went ahead and just did it, and this love is about 1.25 inches by 1 inch size-wise, okay? So I just got it on some, I've already weeded it, and I've already got it on some transfer tape. Now, one of the things that I have learned when you are trying to put something flat on something round, this is just a trick I learned. And if you cut in between the letters, you don't want to cut the actual letters, but just by putting a little cut in here, like this, it is going to give you the ability for this to be a little bit more flexible, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and we've got some of that paint has come out of our ball. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back right side up, okay? And we are going to put the stopper back in, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put the stopper back in, okay? Making sure my ball's nice and clean, okay? And I'm still going to use my little cup here. Or maybe I'm not. I thought that might work. Sometimes I find that if I can put my ball on something to help with getting it aligned. So I'm just going to lay my scissors here, okay? So I've got my love already on my transfer tape, like I said. Let me grab a little squeegee, and I'm going to make sure that that is really good on the transfer tape, okay? And I always like to peel my transfer tape off backwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel that off, and now we have the word love, okay? So I'll try to zoom in for this for you guys. Now I call this my taco style. I always like to bend mine in that direction, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where I want it, and I'm going to let just that center part hit first, okay? And then I'm going to do just one letter at a time with my fingers, and because that is cut, I'm actually able to raise up, okay, and then put the other letter in place, okay? So there I've got love on, okay, it's on pretty good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very carefully start to remove my transfer tape. Okay, and how cute is that? I've got the word love all on there, got a little bit of my metallic tape on there. So then I thought it would be fun just to add a tie on it. So I went and grabbed some silver. Now you guys could definitely grab a color that's got, you know, maybe some red and some green or some black, but I just really thought this is just going to be a simplistic design. So I've just bent my ribbon in half. I'm going to put it through the loop, and then I'm just going to slip it back through, so that way my ball is tied this way. And then I'm just going to put a knot at the top. And I'm going to trim it off. And we've got a cute little ornament. So I'll show you a close-up of it on the Christmas tree. And there's one more of our 12 Days of Christmas ornaments. And here's a close-up view of our completed ornament. I'm so glad you've joined me on this 12 Days of Christmas. Make sure you leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And check out my blog at funstuffcrafts.com for other DIY projects.